Hello and welcome back to another video. Today is the Germany game episode 2. Quickly, if you do like this video, please like, subscribe and turn your post notifications on when you do subscribe so you never miss another upload from me. Why I keep saying that so fast, I don't know. But with that being said, let's hopefully at some point get into this video. I will say I'm still using the same mouse, it's slightly laggy. I mean, it's probably running out of charge minute by minute at this point. Simply because it uses, I'm not even sure what the plug thing is. It's not USB-C, so that's a fun little adventure. Just go and find one of the old ones. Because pretty much every single charging cord in my house is USB-C, and it's not for, like, the mouse doesn't take that, so it's going to be a fun time, he says, and he means it sarcastically, but that is alright, we will fix it at some point. Oh, I need to purchase that. Sorry, I just remembered that I need to purchase a new expansion pass so I can get the new DLC, because talking about it is one thing and buying it's the second thing. I also have some new wheels. Which you may have heard there for my other channel. They've arrived exactly when I expected them to, but they're very early in terms of being filmed. Because the idea is to film them this week, to get it test run this week. Because obviously I have a excessive amount of chassis and tenders and whatever else at this point. I went from having like one tender engine, like simply just one tender engine and one tender, that was it, to now having two tenders, three technical tender engine chassis things. And yeah, I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, just I'll explain on my actual proper trains channel, and not just on some gaming channel that has nothing to do with trains, and probably no one on here knows much about trains at all. Speaking of trains, that was a train going past. Interesting. Just probably an engineering train or something, I don't know. Who actually knows anymore? But we move on. We're just going to check some things out here in the background and make sure that everything is going okay and everything is going to what we wanted to do. We've got Revitalize the Nation focus coming on in the background here, which is exactly what we want to be working on at the minute. I don't know why I'm speaking so fast, but I am apparently. Let's check the nope, it's not production, it's recruitment and deployment. We are going to need a lot more than 19 divisions here. 19 is nowhere near what we need. We need at least 11 for project number 1. So I'm going to drop a couple down here. There you go, we're at 11. We'll fill that in for the first division. That means we've got a bunch more panzers. Now we've got a bunch more panzers, we can then move on to finishing the second division, which we are now at 10 out of, so we need 14 more for that one. So because we need 14 more, we'll train 14 more divisions here, and I don't know why we're not on the active time is playing mode. But let us get 14 more divisions and we'll move from there. Apparently we still have unassigned divisions, so I'm going to attend to that nether apparently, because we didn't have any. That's fun. Oh, yeah, 1 over, oh dear. We're just gonna randomly deselect a division here, and that should basically put us back into where we need to be in terms of division numbers and keeping everything all going good. Right, so we'll put them in Berlin, and hopefully they'll deploy out of Berlin pretty quickly. And yeah, that should be good. Obviously, just for anyone who's playing this along and wants to go down the Holy Roman Empire path, if you do want to do that, when you get to the point of trying to do the Return of the Kaiser focus, you want to delete all your divisions entirely, and then because you have no divisions, the Netherlands will say no, then you get two options, which is either you can go to war with the Netherlands over it, or you basically say, okay, we won't have him back then. And you want to not have him back, and then you can have a look at some other YouTube videos. I might do one eventually at some point on how to do it. Then you continue, and then you've got to basically let the German royal family have an incident to do with an airship, where you get the Kaiser in, and once you get the Kaiser in, you then get the Holy Roman Empire. Yeah, you can either go on YouTube and search how to form the Holy Roman Empire, or the HRE, or you can wait for me in like 2.5 years' time to do a video on it. I would recommend going and checking it out on YouTube, to be fair. It'd probably be a bit quicker and a little bit more for anyone who's got a time constraint to do it. Of course, yes. Why do we have growing public dissent? I don't even know anymore. It's just beyond me why we got half of these things. It's like we're not even that bad of a nation. We're running pretty well. Anyway, we will be running a lot better in one day, if even that. Turns out it wasn't even that. Or was it? I don't know. Right, now the clear thing we need to do here is tend to the future of Germany, because clearly we do not want to go to civil war again. So we need to make sure the people are happy, and the people know exactly what Germany is going to become and Germany is going to be. Because if they don't, then they might raise up against the government, and that wouldn't be good. So we need to keep the people on our side and make sure everyone knows exactly what is going to occur. Right, so because we're now looking at the people and trying to organise people out a little bit, what is this? We try. We've got the, I'm going to butcher this in so many languages, HOI4. I've butchered that in about 25 different languages without even trying, which is just poor. So we need to, dear goodness gracious, how many subs are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 submarines. I want subs. I don't want them that badly though. Because the more priority thing for me, realistically, is to effectively get myself some naval fleet built. And also we need to take one of these subs out and move them as well, because, you know, we're going to do a different system here, which having 10 all non-capital subs is not exactly part of said system. But we'll select them here, and then these should merge together. Yes, they do. That's good. And then we'll give them a commander, hopefully who has like a submarine. Bold, Old Guard, right. Craven, Superior Tactician. Is there anyone who's got like a submarine thing? Yeah. Still no one who's really like submarine specialist. We got Luchans, which is great. We got Rolf Gals, Marshall. I'm gonna go with the first one. May as well, you know, it's worth a while to do. So that is exactly what I'll do. And we got another focus that might be selected in the background. Now, for the point of what we're doing, we are going to go down the monarchist settlement, or sentiment actually is the name of it, which is another 14-day focus, which I'm really happy it's so quick to do, because otherwise it's just going to be excessively long to do half of these things with. So we'll put the Navy on pause again for a second here, because obviously our main priority is now returning to the military in hopes that we can deploy some. And would you guess, we can. And it also appears as if someone has decided it would be a fun idea to forget to put it on one deployment only. And that guy would be me. This is just poor quality for me on this one, to be fair. Yep, we'll invest in them and we'll put that onto 1, 2. No, because if we put it on 2, it's going to already count one deployment. Yeah, we have to keep it on internet. Okay, fair enough. Let's keep that infinite deploying there. Be quite nice to design a battleship like the Bismarck, but we will work on that in a second. We just need to upgrade some of the nation first, because that is important, obviously. Because the nation needs some infrastructure upgrades. So we'll get that done now. Right, so once that's done, we can then begin to have a bit of fun. And that bit of fun is quite simply just building whatever we decide to do. But obviously that has to wait again, because someone's decided that the national focus should complete about now. I don't know anymore. This is just like, what do you do at this point? Like, you know, it's just, it doesn't want you to form something. I guess you can't. Why can't we revive the Kaiser? More than 40% support for the DNVP. That sounds like a bad idea. Oh, that's someone like this. More than 40. Oh my goodness gracious. Right. Yeah. Right. Nice. We're just gonna increase in political power here. Yeah. I just want someone who will increase our monarchy support at this point. That might do it. No, it won't. Great. This one? No. You. Also no. No, it did not want to do. Is there anyone that wants to help us boost? Has complete focus with the German monarchist. Invite German monarchists is hopefully available for me. Well, I've got the 4-year plan, which I could do, which I will do because it's funny, and arguably the better one to do. But how do I boost? I think I know how to. First off, we ban that. We do anti of this, anti of that. We recall him, and then we introduce press censorship, and that should work. He says, famous last words, though, I must say. It did work. That's good. That's exactly what we needed. Now we just wait around and wait for this 4-year focus to complete, which isn't actually a 4-year focus, but it is a 4-year plan, so, you know, the joke is not lost, I guess. But we just have to wait now. Just go check my wheels out in the background, just to make sure they're all nice and keeping clean and keeping up to video quality, because they will obviously be on camera soon, so they've got to stay up to video quality. And I'm just going to separate some internal parts with them that shouldn't be connected but have somehow oiled themselves together, which isn't ideal. Right, the wheels are all fixed now, so that's good. And the focus is only a few days away from completing, which is also really good. Realistically, we just have to wait for this focus to complete at this point, which means just sitting here waiting forever. Or at least it feels like that sometimes. But then we get to re-invite the Kaiser back to the nation, which he should accept because we have troops, so that makes sense. If they do reject it, well, that would be interesting. And knowing my luck, they will reject allowing us to have the Kaiser back, which will mean we have to invade them. Which means that's going to be fun. Immediately starting with territorial conquest. That would be interesting. But here we'll put a nice front line on here, just to warn them of the consequences of rejecting, in case they were thinking about it. They probably shouldn't have been thinking about it, I reckon, because it doesn't appear as if that was the best idea to think about at the moment for them. So, just dropping them a little warning. And then we're going to merge these guys up and give them a admiral to help them out. And yeah, just doing a little bit of navy management in hopes that it might help us out in the future. Right. We now just wait for the Netherlands to make their move, and when they make their move, we will make ours as well. The 4-year plan is now done, and we immediately get on with what we actually want to do. Instead of just doing a 4-year plan every single day, we actually want to begin. Why is my mouse map moving? I don't know. It shouldn't be, but it is for some. It's actually irritating me at this point. Bear with me a second, guys. Why? Okay, right. That's going to be fixed soon. Like, I'm probably going to have to blue tack it or glue it to my desk at this point. Or buy a new one. You know, both are options. Because it's actively moving so much. And I don't really have anything of weight to put on it. He corrects himself, he has weight. I just put a tender on it. Because that makes sense, doesn't it? Oh dear. Right, 3 out of 35 days. And then we will be known as the German Empire again. Seems like a return to old days. Right, let's continue. So we will have that focus completed soon. Navy needs a little bit of a look at, especially in this port here. What is this German military? Right. Yeah, lovely. So this fleet clearly needs moving around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 will be separated. We'll do that. Right, okay. Everyone's just a bit annoyed about the fact that the Kaiser hasn't come into power yet. I am too, but I'm not complaining because I know it will fix itself at some point. Right, so we'll move them all over. That will merge into one task force, and then that is all good. They are supposed to be docked in Kiel. This is supposed to be docked in Westerhams, I guess. So that's where they're going to be going back to. These guys are, I don't think, needing a specific port, so we'll move them up a port. Move them into a different port area, just to help me out a little bit on that front. These guys should also be dealt with like this, and then we'll send them over to Königsberg here. And once they get over Königsberg, that should be a good start for us. This is just a random task force. How do they have a pre-dreadnought class? I don't know. We'll do a bit of this, and then we'll take right, so we need to take that out, and then that's just subs, is it? Just 10 straight up subs. Right, lovely. we'll take U1 out, and then U1 is going to move across here. To merge up with that and that, not that, and here, that. There you go. They're all going to merge into one. Good. Right, that'll get started now. And then these submarines are just effectively spares, so they need to be split up as well. Lovely. So these subs are just simply spares and to be split up. So we're going to split them up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So they will all be separated here in order to be sent to other submarine divisions and merged with them, because quite simply they do not have a proper name per se, so they will be used as filler for other things if necessary. Right, so we got 1, 5, that's at 5. We need 5 more on that, but we do not need a dreadnought or pre-dreadnought at all. So we'll take the 4 here, move them over to Königsberg in order to help out there, and then wouldn't it have been easier just to send them to, yeah, probably. Just going to amend that quickly. Send them over to there instead, actually, and that way it'll help us out a bit more than it will being over there as well. We got 4 submarines which will move into a new base down here, just to spread everything out and make it a little bit easier to see and organize as well. So we'll merge all of them up here. Ostseeflotte is almost merged now, and then we just need to merge this fleet here, and that's all good. And then we've got 3 fleets done here, and we've done restore the Kaiser focus, which effectively makes us an empire again, which obviously is great for us. So we are now the German Empire, which we obviously really appreciate. So we've got 2 options here. We can either go down a military dictatorship, which would mean that we get the 4th Supreme Army Command. That seems like a bad idea, but it basically makes us a German Kaiserreich, which, yeah, you can argue about whether it's good or bad for us, but we're not going for a military dictatorship. No. We are going with a little decision. Oh, I should not have done that on. Oh dear. Okay, because the AI can also use that command that I've just put in. So that was a really bad idea. Should really pause the game there. Oh dear. I'm hoping things haven't gone really badly. They probably have though. I'm not gonna lie. They probably have gone very badly. We're just gonna there you go. You can hear me typing in the background because the my phone, which is audio recording, is currently balanced on a drink can, recording me directly above where my keyboard is. So you're going to hear a lot of me typing and sort of things like that. So I do apologise if it gets a bit annoying. But we'll do demand of return 7 Jutland. We will do this one. Re-establish the Landswehr. Re-establish the Freikorps. And then glory to the Imperial Army, which seems like a bad idea considering we're Germany. You know, if they were to do that today, I think everyone would be questioning it. Then we'll do that. Oh, the mouse is getting really laggy now. But yeah. By the way, to anyone sort of saying, oh, your PC can't handle Hearts of Iron 4 or anything of that caliber, yeah, I know. I'm aware. I have got plans to fix that, to the point where I am going to contact someone that I know that's going to like computer repairs and stuff, and get him to have a look at it, because there's definitely some issues that are non-HOI4 related, that are like base PC related, that are very much needing to be looked at and addressed as quickly as possible. So that will get addressed, don't worry about that one. And now we get to have some fun. Let's see what happens here. Quite a few things probably will. One, I'm expecting the Kaiser to return, which he does, which is good. So that means we get Wilhelm II again. There you go, that's officially sealing it. Now I'm expecting Denmark to give us territory. If they fail to do so, I will not fail to go to war with them. So in the end of the day, it's their move. And I'm going to force their hand here, because that's the German way of doing things, apparently. We're just going to send some troops up immediately to go and fix the issue, and basically let the Danish know just how things are going to handle themselves here, in case they were in any sort of doubt about it at all. And of course, they realise that there was no choice about fighting that matter, and so did they not have a choice. Like, it was my territory one way or another, whether it was through military intervention or through just diplomatic means. I was getting that territory, and that wasn't really negotiable. But that's fun. We'll just assign some Freikorps here. Eric von Manstein here will be assigned, which is good. And we'll continue to hopefully get some more territory, but probably not in this video, because this video is coming towards an end here, as we will only have a minute or two left in this video, if even that. But yeah, I want to say quickly, I'm going to pause the game here for a second, or for the rest of this video. I want to say thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like this video, please like, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on when you do subscribe, so you never miss another video from me or this channel. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.